And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly fantastic day today on this Fanboy Friday. Fanboys, yeah, more bad news. But you know what it is on this channel. It doesn't stop. It doesn't quit. We are here to put out the proper information about the false king. And so, I don't know, about a week ago, I put up a poll saying, who would you rather have, Anthony Edwards or a prime LeBron James? And Anthony Edwards won that poll 86-14. And I believe those who voted Anthony Edwards were completely right. And there were a few people who, like, I don't know now come on, man. How could you take Anthony Edwards over a prime LeBron James? How could you do that? Well, I'm gonna make it very simple. Let's play this clip.
This is what I was talking about the other day. We get a lead and get comfortable. Keep your foot on the gas.
So this is a very short clip. And what was this clip? Well, as we all know, the Timberwolves blew out the Denver Nuggets the other day by 40-something points, led by Anthony Edwards. And this clip that I played was after the first quarter. And Anthony Edwards said, hey, this is what I was talking about the other day. We get a lead and get comfortable. He was like, keep your foot on the gas. And it was the way that he said it. He commanded respect. When he was talking, the whole team was gathered around and was fully engaged with what he was saying. And like I said, he said, keep your foot on the gas. To me, I heard a tinge of or else. And so at the beginning, he said, this is what I was talking about the other day. So that lets us know that this is something he has been saying to his team, talking to them about, hey, when we get up, keep your foot on the gas. Keep your foot on their necks. It's very similar mentality to what Michael Jordan had. Is like, you do not want to give your opponents an inch, a millimeter, to think that they have a chance against you. And so, to me, this is phenomenal leadership by this young guy, 22-year-old. Much better leadership than we have ever seen from LeBron James. Again, he commanded the respect of the team. And first of all, how do you command that respect? Well, first of all, you cannot command respect if you are not practicing what you preach. Again, on The Last Dance, Michael Jordan said, I never asked them to do something that I wasn't doing myself. I never asked them to do something that I wasn't doing myself. And we know Anthony Edwards plays hard. Again, even in the losses. So game 3, they had a bad loss. Anthony Edwards came out, took responsibility for that, said, hey, I let the fans down. I let the coaches down. I let my team down. I came out flat. I'll be better next game. And he absolutely was better next game. I think he scored 40-something points next game, even though they still lost. And then in the last game, which they won, which they blew out the Nuggets. Again, like I said, after that first quarter, you hear him say to his team, hey, this is what I was talking about. We get a lead. He was like, keep your foot on the gas. And he was able to command that respect because he practices what he preaches. He practices what he preaches. And it was such a great thing to see. Now, so let's talk about, I'm still not sold on the Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant comparisons, but what I will say is this. Anthony Edwards is definitely A true competitor. Now, here's the difference. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, their competition level went beyond normal human possibilities. You know, again, I would say they were more psychotic. It was more of a mental issue with those two. But Anthony Edwards is definitely a true competitor. So again, there's still some things that I don't quite see to make the comparisons against Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. But what I can say is I think he's going to be the most exciting player we've seen in a long time. And I think he's going to, well, first of all, again, I would already take him over LeBron James any day of the week. Right now, I would take him over LeBron James in LeBron James prime. Because, yeah, this guy really may be pretty scary in the next 2 to 3 years. But like I was saying, I think he's going to be one of the more exciting players that we've seen in a long time. So let's get to this. Like I said, when comparing him to LeBron James, hey fanboys, your king has no leadership. He has no real leadership. So something else I noticed about Anthony Edwards is obviously he took accountability for the loss. You just heard in that clip there that he's actually vocal. He's not passive aggressive. He's not sitting there. He's not sitting there giving his teammates the side eye. You know, throwing passive aggressive shots in the media. You know, he's just directly confronting them and saying, hey, look, keep your foot on the gas. This is what I've been telling y'all about. So he is actually vocal and confronting them and saying, hey, look, this is what we got to do. But the other thing is I notice when he is complimenting his teams, and it seems like he always, when they win, he compliments the team. But when he compliments the team, he seems sincerely happy for those teammates. Again, if you pay attention to LeBron, not only even when LeBron James is talking about, but when LeBron James is talking about his teammates, if LeBron James gives a teammate credit, he does it in a way to glorify himself. Like he'll say, oh, well, you know, I keep going back to Cam Reddish, and when, you know, if Cam Reddish hits the shot or whatever, he was like, well, you know, I just never lost confidence in him. I was determined to be confident in him no matter how many shots he missed. So now that he did something good, it's because I never lost confidence in him. That's why he did it. LeBron James always finds a way to bring it back to himself, even when he compliments his teammate. It's always some way to glorify himself within that. But the other thing is, when you hear other people, like media members who may be asking LeBron about another teammate, LeBron does not seem joyous to give that teammate his just due. He does not seem joyous to give that teammate his credit, to heap some praise on a teammate. Like, it doesn't seem like that actually brings him joy. It seems like he does it because he know if he doesn't do it, it's gonna look bad. But Anthony Edwards seemed like he has a true joy to see his teammates succeed, much like, again, Michael Jordan. And when I'm talking about Michael Jordan, again, I'm not sold on the comparisons about Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant as a player yet. But as a leader, I'm just saying he's exhibiting a lot of the same qualities that a good leader would have. So much like Jordan, again, I've talked about the pass to Steve Kerr. And the whole story behind the Steve Kerr shot was that Steve Kerr had missed, I think he had either missed a game winner or he had missed a big shot a game or two before that game happened. And I think Steve Kerr's wife had even told Michael Jordan that Steve Kerr was very upset about missing that shot, like he was losing sleep. And so Michael Jordan Again, go back and watch the play where he passed to Steve Kerr. Michael Jordan actually could have taken that shot. He could have taken a shot. And of course, we all know before that sequence even happened, when they were on the bench, Michael Jordan, leans over to Steve Kerr and was like, hey, if they double me, I'm going to pass it to you. But to me, I believe Michael Jordan had planned to pass that ball whether he was open or not. Because if you look at the play, once he faked John Stockton with the up fake, and he was pretty close to the goal, Michael Jordan could have had a pretty wide open shot that was definitely wouldn't have been difficult for him. But I think he made up his mind that he wanted Steve Kerr to be able to redeem himself from the missed shot. He wanted his teammate to be able to redeem himself. He knew that Steve Kerr took it very hard, that he had missed the shot a couple of games ago, and he wanted his teammate to get that redemption. And after they won the championship, and they're on the podium in Chicago, and all those thousands and thousands of people out there, and they're talking, and Steve Kerr gets up there, and he says something to the effect, well, Phil Jackson wanted to go to Michael, but Michael said something like, I'm not comfortable in these situations. And, and they all had a laugh about it. But you could tell Jordan was genuinely happy that Steve Kerr got that moment. And these are the qualities that Anthony Edwards are exhibiting. He's exhibiting that true joy for his teammates when they succeed, but he's also exhibiting that, hey, I'm not going to be passive aggressive. I'm going to tell you guys, look, this is what we got to do. And this is what we're not doing. And I'm going to say this too. I always thought Karl Anthony Towns was soft. That's just my opinion on him. Now, on the court, even when I see him in interviews, he just comes off as a soft dude. I'm not sure if I've seen Karl Anthony Towns play with this much ferocity. And again, I'm just now kind of getting back into watching this era of basketball. I'm going to tell you this. Because of Anthony Edwards, I've already decided that next season, I'm going to at least start watching the Timberwolves. And I probably watch some Knicks games too. But definitely the Timberwolves. I think I'm officially a fan of Anthony Edwards now because of this clip. But yeah, Karl Anthony Towns was playing with a ferocity that I don't know if I've seen from him. And this is the leadership of Anthony Edwards. This is the leadership of Anthony Edwards, again, leading by example, being willing to confront his teammates and tell them what needs to be happening, and setting the tone on the court. This is what LeBron James doesn't do. This is what LeBron James has never done. Again, all of LeBron James' championship, again, I can't think of a championship where you can look at LeBron and say, this was LeBron carrying his team. Definitely can't say that in Miami. Can't say that in Miami. The 2016 finals, even though there was a nice block LeBron got, that block didn't save the game. The score was tied. That block didn't save the game. So even if he had hit that too, the 3 Kyrie hit still wins the game. And then, of course, we got the Mickey Mouse ring. So, LeBron James has never lifted his teammates up again. There's not a teammate I can think of that I was like, man, he didn't play like that before playing with LeBron. And I'm talking about in a good way, not in a bad way. There's plenty of LeBron's teammates where I can be like, oh, well, he played a lot better before getting with LeBron. But there's not any of LeBron's teammates that I thought that LeBron really transformed the way that they play, like I saw with Karl Anthony Towns. Like I said, he was playing with a ferocity that I hadn't seen from him. Unrecognizable to me. But anyway, you fanboys, did I tell you guys you were ridiculous? Again, you guys have been showing back up in my comments. And like I said, you haven't had anything to say. You haven't combated any of my points. You have simply been saying hater. And I wonder what kind of lives do you have to constantly be scanning my channel when you know what's on it. I mean, I've told you already, you know what it is over here. You know what you're gonna get. So it's not like you don't know what's on it. So you are purposely scanning my channel, waiting for me to talk about LeBron so you can write hater in the comments several times per video. Yeah, what's wrong with you guys? And before you say it, I've already said why I do so many LeBron videos, because I'm combating the narratives that they put out there. I'm combating these constant narratives that they put out here. And yeah, but what are you doing on my page simply looking for something that you already know is there? You already know it's there. You know that there will be videos about LeBron critiquing him, saying everything that I believe is wrong and saying everything that I believe is a lie about his legacy. But again, if I hadn't told you guys you were ridiculous, I'll tell you again. We'll keep telling you over and over again until you get it. Like I said, take it to heart. Anything that I say to you that's insulting, take it to heart. I mean it. But anyway, we gonna hold up here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think of Anthony Edwards? What do you think of that clip of him saying, hey, this is what I was telling you guys about after the first quarter? This is what I was telling you guys about. We get a lead and we get relaxed. He was like, keep your foot on the gas. Do you think that is yet another example that this guy is going to be really great? Because not only is he a very skilled player, but like I said, to me, what really makes the greats is not only being a skilled player, but having great leadership. To me, you have to have both of those to be a truly great player. That's why LeBron James, to me, should never have been in the top 5. That's why a player like Kevin Durant, will never be respected the way he wants, is because Kevin Durant is not a leader at all. He said as much. He says he doesn't want to lead. He said that. And so if you just want to be someone who can show up and clock in and score some points and clock out, well, don't expect to be mentioned in the same sentence with Jordan and Kobe and Bird and Magic and Kareem and Wilt and Russell and all of those great players and Tim Duncan. Don't expect to be mentioned in that same sentence. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.